Imagine playing the world's most hyper-realistic game, a game so real it's to die for. But only you're not dying, someone else will. Would you play? This movie explores a plausible future that both excites and scares audiences. With each level, our hero Cable's determination grows, and he discovers hidden strengths and talents within himself. Along the way, he forms unexpected alliances, confronts personal fears, and ultimately becomes a heroic figure within the game and within the world that he lives in. The movie starts in a distant future with Cable and others firing at enemies. All the people in battle are being controlled by a chip in their minds. They all fire with a militant precision, or at least Cable does. Cable is one of the few who make it to the end of the battle and reaches the level's save point. He lives to see another day. Afterwards we meet Gina, a journalist on the set of her popular TV show. She is interviewing Castle, the billionaire creator of Society, a popular VR video game that allows people to control actual humans as avatars. Castle is on her show promoting Slayers, his new video game that Cable is the star of. It is revealed that Cable is a death row inmate, convicted of committing first-degree murder. All the players in the game are death row inmates, who will be rewarded their freedom if they survive 30 battles. Castle reveals to us that the game is supported by the US federal government and the revenue is used to fund the prison system. The idea for the game was also unanimously given the go-ahead by 65% of the general populace. We find out that remaining prisoners trying to stop Cable are called Genericons. They are also being controlled remotely as the bad guys. If the Genericons survive one session, they are set free. But that is near impossible for anyone playing. The show cuts to an ad break and there is a hack into the system. A hacker by the name of Humans is calling the game slavery. Castle is unfazed by his comments and continues to flirt with Gina after the transmission. The following day we are at a prison yard, with Cable and other prisoners playing basketball. Cable sits watching them, thinking about his daughter, and his freedom. He is interrupted by another prisoner who has respect for him. He is shocked that Cable has made it so far. Cable is left with 3 more battles before he has his freedom. This is a world record. Cable becomes a hero for all the prisoners, without even knowing it. They all feel like him reaching the end of Slayer will unlock a whole world of possibilities for them. But Cable is just a simple man with simple needs. All he wants in this world is to get back to his beautiful wife and daughter. After his discussion at the basketball courts, Cable is in his cell. He is handed a picture of his wife and child from a stranger on the outside. The stranger asks for his autograph and tells him that she knows that all he wants is his family. Cable desperately wants to know who she is, but the lady decides to leave. Cable is left with more questions than answers. How does she know him? How does she know his family? How did she get into the prison? Right before the woman leaves, she takes a sample of his blood. Elsewhere we meet Angie, Cable's wife, who is used as an avatar in the popular video game Society by a strange, perverted gamer. Suddenly the game is hacked by the same person, Humans, who brings it to a stop. The interruption is broadcasted all over the news. But Castle doesn't care. The money lost through the hack is chump change to him. The scene then cuts to Battle 28. Cable successfully survives the battle and the whole world celebrates. Cable has become an icon. But Cable is in no position to celebrate. He knows that things are going to get a lot harder for him before they get better. The next morning, we meet the gamer who is controlling Cable. His name is Simon. He answers his phone message and we see that he is a celebrity due to all of his success playing Slayers. He enjoys the attention for some time until he gets a call from an unknown number. In this scene, the lady says they can show Simon how he can talk directly to Cable. After this, we are with Castle. He is preparing Cable's new adversary. A killing machine who is not under anyone's control. He is Hackman. Cable is at a disadvantage because he is controlled by Simon via the chip. Cable goes and gets his upgrades. He knows that Battle 29 is going to be his hardest one yet. Later Cable is heading into battle and for the first time hears Simon, his gamer. Right after Hackman attacks Cable and he has him at gunpoint, when by some miracle, Hackman's gun stops working. Cable knows that he has been saved by some stranger on the outside. Cable begs Simon to find a way to set him free. He knows when he is free, he will be able to win the game and his freedom. The scene then cuts to Angie at social services and she is speaking to a social worker trying to get custody of her and Cable's child. The social worker thinks her daughter is better off with her foster parents because she is an avatar in society and that is as low as being a prostitute. Cable is also notoriously known as a murderer. The social worker laughs in Angie's face. He knows that she is fighting a losing battle of her own. Soon after this scene we are in Simon's room and he gets a call from the Humans. He tells Simon to get Cable a mod that would give him his freedom. After this call we cut to Cable in his cell. He is given the good news from the stranger on the outside. Simon, his gamer, is going to give him full control. Cable is grateful and asks the mysterious woman to get him alcohol to celebrate. She agrees. The following scene shows Cable getting suited up for battle number 30. Before he goes out, he downs the bottle of alcohol. He is drunk and is not performing at his normal level. Simon tries to convince Cable to get his shit together. It seems like it may be over for Cable until the next scene where he goes to a car and throws up the liquor into the gas tank. He switches on the car and drives off in his new vehicle. Simon asks Cable to get back into the game, but Cable is focused on getting off the grid. Everything in the game tries to stop him, but Cable finds his way out. The game stops and the whole world is shocked at the new development. In the next scene, Gina the journalist has an idea where he might be. She knows Cable is going to find his wife, and she is right. Later, Cable is picked up by Trace, the mysterious voice from prison that asked for his autograph and got him the alcohol. She takes him to a secure location, where he meets the humans and the other coders. They explain that they are a group trying to bring an end to Castle. They used Cable's blood to set him free from the chip's control. They also explain Castle's plan to dominate the whole world. The humans tells Cable that he is the key to ending his plan, because of what he represents. If he escapes the whole system, the world will realize how corrupt it all is. Cable tells them that all he wants is to find his wife and daughter. The hackers promise to help him free his wife from the chip. Later, we are in society and Angie is being controlled by her gamer. Cable comes in to save her, when he is suddenly attacked by Hackman. Cable and his wife get out of the club and a minivan pops in front of them. It is being driven by Gina. She claims to be on his side, and Cable is forced to trust her. The following day, Simon is interviewed by a police detective about his impressive run on Slayer. The detective thinks Simon aided Cable's escape. Simon could be potentially charged with aiding the escape of a first-degree murderer. The detective tells him that if he wants his freedom, he should tell the truth. Elsewhere, Cable and his wife arrive at the hideout, where they try to disable her chip. Cable tells the humans about how he got chipped the first time. The humans thinks that Castle has a secret about the chips he doesn't want the world to know. He tells Cable to show him what he knows. The humans and the other coders go into his memory. It is revealed that Cable was remotely controlled by Castle, who used him to kill a man. Castle tested the ability of the chip through Cable and then had him sent to prison for murder. Cable is distraught after revisiting the traumatic memory. His wife comes to him and comforts him, and for the first time, she is free from the chip. She tells him that she couldn't get their daughter. Trace tells Cable that Castle has their daughter. Cable goes straight to him to find her. Meanwhile, Simon is in his prison cell when a prison guard comes and lets him out. Someone up the chain of command doesn't think Simon is a threat. He has his freedom again. Later, Cable arrives at Castle's home and sees several men being controlled by him. They all attack him, and we see that Castle killed the humans and the other coders. The only people to survive are Trace, the lady who got him alcohol in prison, and Gina the journalist. Cable fights off all of Castle's henchmen and is face to face with Castle. Castle threatens to kill Cable's daughter if he kills him. After that, Castle explains to Cable that he has completely rebuilt his own brain to work as a transmitter to all the chips. Castle plans to create an aerial disease filled with chips that will infect all of mankind. Then Castle will be able to control everyone with his own thoughts. People will be able to buy what he wants them to. People will vote for whoever he chooses. He will be the master and the whole world would be his slave. Later, Castle demonstrates its powers by controlling Hackman to try and kill Cable. Cable wins and wants to slit Castle's throat, but Castle has Cable under his control. He gained control of Cable's chip by accessing the human's drives. It may be over for Cable, until Gina the journalist finds a way to broadcast Castle's speech to the whole world through the game. Castle beats up Cable, who is helpless under his control. Castle brings in Cable's daughter and tries to control him so that he kills his own child. Cable almost does it, until his signal is remotely controlled by Simon. Simon kills Castle, and Cable and his family are set free from the chips. Cable and his family leave the city and start a new life away from all of the chaos that the city had exposed them to, a new life off the grid. The world finally knows the truth about Castle's evil deeds and the game is over. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.